The hub mark is not a variant born from heroism or villainy. He is forged from indulgence, compulsion, and addiction taken to multiversal extremes. Unlike other invincible versions, he doesn't seek to conquer or protect. He seeks pleasure, and in that pursuit, he has torn holes through the very fabric of moral restraint and dimensional logic. His strength comes not from willpower, but from an insatiable, reality-defying drive. In terms of tiering, the hub mark scales to at least low 7C in base, comparable to early Invincible, who destroyed city blocks and matched Conquest. But the hub mark evolves past his base. Due to mental corruption similar to Full Mask Mark, he unlocks degenerative metamorphosis, empowering him through every dopamine spike. He reaches low 6B when feeding, City Level Plus via obsession-fueled regeneration, lust-enhanced strength multipliers, and sensory overdrive combat states. In prolonged combat, he enters his full stimulation state, triggering a biological override where all nerve inputs amplify power output. In this form, he scales up to high 6A, matching continent-level threats through raw neurochemical surge. Comparable to Full Mask Mark's hatred-fueled Berserker Rage, except instead of rage, he operates on infinite lustful will. His attack potency scales based on sensory input. Low-end attacks shatter stadiums with single punches. High-end strikes, when in euphoric overload, cause tectonic destabilization across nations. His pleasure-charged impact once fractured an artificial moon used for simulation testing. In full release mode, he emits an aura of conceptual craving, passively melting willpower, making enemies collapse in states of pure desire-induced shock. His speed starts at sub-relativistic, dodging railgun-level projectiles, matching base Mark's feat against battle-hardened Viltrumites. But in pulse mode, when aroused by conflict or stimulation, he boosts to relativistic reaction time, using limb vibration and focus burst movement akin to Alan the Alien's dodging techniques. At peak, he enters a pleasure flicker, allowing massively hypersonic plus bursts, appearing in multiple positions at once, confusing both humans and Viltrumites. Lifting strength matches Invincible's Class M lifting level, able to lift massive Viltrumite war machines. In his overdrive grip state, where oxytocin feedback loops pump through every muscle, he tears apart spacefaring ships with a single hand, rivaling Class G strength. His striking strength ranges from Class PJ petajoules in base to multi-continent level during climax bursts. When stimulated by heavy emotional or erotic triggers, his arms emit friction-based pulses that disintegrate armor at a molecular level. His durability starts at low 7cc, but pleasure-based adrenaline continuously regenerates tissue. Like Full Mask Mark's Rage, the hub mark's lust serves as an armor, numbing damage and boosting cell repair. In prolonged stimulation, he becomes effectively invulnerable to physical strikes, surviving high 6A attacks, withstanding orbit-to-ground crashes, and regenerating from full-body vaporization using pure endorphin manipulation. His stamina is potentially infinite. So long as his urges remain unchecked, he cannot tire. He has lasted through 1,000-year simulations designed to exhaust Viltrumites, using visual input alone to maintain peak form. He cannot be worn down. He can only be overstimulated, which triggers a berserker frenzy. His range is short to mid in standard combat, but extends to planetary levels via his Lustwave emissions. His pheromone-based bioimpulses travel through air, biofields, and even digital frequencies, causing collapse in both tech and flesh. When using full transmission, his presence alone induces malfunction in remote drones and hormonal surges in alien life forms across continents. His intelligence is instinctual but high, low in tactical planning, but genius level in predictive sensory combat. He can anticipate muscle twitches, micro-expressions, and emotional tells, adapting attacks before they happen. His battle sense is comparable to Adam Eve's intuition, fused with Viltrumite savagery, but based entirely on bodily response instead of intellect. His standard equipment includes nothing but his corrupted Omnipulse core, a gland developed through hyperstimulus that lets him amplify sensory output and override pain thresholds. No external tech, but his body acts as a weapon and receptor of unlimited feedback loops. Key abilities: lust empowerment. The more stimulation, the stronger he becomes. Hormonal regeneration. Burns serotonin and dopamine as healing fuel. Pheromone manipulation. Induces hallucinations, attraction, paralysis, or surrender. Neural override touch. A single touch reroutes enemy motor control. Stimulation feedback field. A passive aura that boosts or disables depending on proximity and emotional exposure. Craving induction screech. His voice alone can collapse minds. His weaknesses are psychological. The more he indulges, the more unstable he becomes. He suffers from feedback paralysis if overstimulated without release, leading to a temporary catatonic state. Emotionally, he is vulnerable to rejection-based attacks. Psychic negation of desire causes mental collapses. His full state cannot last forever. If emotionally broken, he may revert to baseline or fracture into uncontrolled sensory rage. The hub mark isn't driven by ideology, vengeance, or conquest. He's driven by consumption, sensory to the physical and emotional. He isn't the strongest Viltrumite. He's the most dangerous, not because he destroys the world, but because he makes you want it to happen.